What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Every now and then there's a truck you just absolutely have to have. When I first saw this thing, I knew this was the truck. I've been wanting a pre-runner style truck for quite a while now, but when I saw this one and the Eisenhower Brother edition, I knew I had to have at least one of them. Unfortunately, the Eisenhower edition was all sold out and on back order for what seems to be like a long time. So I went ahead and I bought the Raptor edition. I have no complaints though. Both trucks are beautiful. Both trucks are great. But anyways, that's enough of that. Why don't we get a nice little deep dive into this bad boy and see what it's all about. First things first, I figure I'd give you guys a good look at the box. And of course, I already took it out of the box.
Figure I give you guys an overview of the truck while we do this. We got officially licensed Ford Raptor R body, officially licensed method wheels, officially licensed BF Goodrich tires, a fully functional dual spare tires on the rear, functional LED light bars, improved front gearbox design, improved rear axle design, improved upper four-link bars, improved upper front arms, improved servo saver, coilover shocks with updated additional dampening shock, long travel suspension with sway bar, full roll cage, easy access motor and battery, aluminum chassis, of course 4-wheel drive, sealed metal gear transmission and differentials, updated larger pinion bearings. This comes equipped with a Spectrum 3800 kV brushless motor and a waterproof 130 amp ESC. Also has a Spectrum S614S servo, which is 15 kg of torque, and it is metal gear.
Give you guys a look at what comes in the box here other than the truck. We got our nice instruction manual, a nice set of batteries,
axle housing end caps, and servo horn metal inserts for different servos.
So we got that. We got ourselves a nice little Losi decal, which might go right there. We'll figure that out later. And of course, you got your instruction manual. Got your exploded views. All your techno babble, as Kevin would say. And we are supporting a Spectrum DX3 radio. These have become kind of the staple for your Losi vehicles. Pretty neat. If you got the smart batteries, you got a nice little battery indicator right here with your lights. My first experience with that was on Shorty's Hobby World with his Promoto. That thing is awesome. Go check it out. And there's all your stuff, your throttle trim, steering trim, brake rate. We've got working LED lights in the front grille here. These guys light up. We got a LED bar in the back. Got some nice scale accessories to go on here. Fire extinguisher, you got your jack. Your jack handles right here. A lot of people didn't realize where that was sitting. You got two fully working spare tires, some BF Goodrich Baja TAs, KR3. You can just do a little twisty twist here, pull them off, change your tire out when you blow it up. Multiple panels that you can remove to get to certain areas of the truck. Got your little rivets all over the place. So this ain't one where you just pull a few body pins out and pop it off and go to town. This is actually going to take some getting used to. It's actually my first truck like this, but that's okay. I'm down for the challenge. We got a couple scale guys in there, a driver and the passenger guy there. Our navigator, I should say. You can see the wires there for the lights. Got a nice metal chassis there. You pull these off, you can get to your motor. The motor like pulls out. That's where you plug in your battery. This little door here is where you put your battery in. Now this goes 2S or 3S. There is a, kind of see it right here. That helps if you slide the 2S in. That keeps it kind of in place, but if you want to do 3S, you got to remove this screw here. That piece slides out and you can put your 3S battery in there. I haven't ran this thing yet. Hopefully by the end of this video, but we'll see. Alright, we'll shut that. And of course you got what's really awesome about this truck here. Solid rear axle with dual shock setups just like the real deal. Give you guys a good look at the suspension and work. Figured I would take these rivets out for you guys so you could get a chance to see what it looks like underneath the hood. Using my good old 1.5 millimeter wrench there. Some things to note. So these rivets are kind of, the ones on the side right here are the same size, but the ones in the hood are not. These are longer and these are shorter, so something to keep in mind. Also, when you pull this guy off, there is a wire right there connecting your lights, so you want to make sure that you unplug that and you don't just yank the crap out of it and then, you know, rip your lights out. See that front suspension work? That dual shock setup in there. I know I've probably said it 14 times already, but this thing is awesome. Another thing to note with these rivets here, when you pull them out, make sure the rivet actually comes with the screw. You don't really want to lose any of those. There's no spares, so just keep that in mind. Alright, I went ahead and removed this plate for you guys. As you can see, we got some grease down in there. A little decent look at the motor. Definitely some cool colors. That is a Spectrum Firma 3800 kV brushless motor. I went ahead and pulled this battery piece out. As you can see, the screw right there. I just went ahead and kept it on this piece so I don't lose this. Anywho, so you can see the battery plugged in there. However, I use different batteries, so I have an extension on mine and a little workaround here I want to show you guys. So I'm going to unplug it. Maybe, there we go. I'm going to open the door. So I usually run an XT90 on my batteries. Like I said, I had this extension thankfully for my Arma. So I'm going to pull this battery out. And what I had to do when I put this battery in here is actually slide it in like this into the front instead of like you would normally think throughout the back, because sliding it in back like that, I had way too much slack with this extension on here and it would have got caught up in the suspension and eventually tore up everything. So just figured I'd give you guys that little tip if you're running the same problem as me and you don't have the Spectrum batteries. Check out those lights. She lights up good. Figured while we got it out and got the battery in there, I'd let you guys check out this servo in action. As you can see, that bad boy's got a lot of torque. Very smooth. Alright, there you have it guys, the first look at the Losi Baja Rey 2.0. Sorry I couldn't get you guys any run footage, but if you like, subscribe, hit that bell icon. There will be some coming soon. Looking forward to getting this thing out and running it. I think it's going to be a ton of fun. Some closing thoughts on the truck. I wouldn't definitely not recommend it for a beginner. You know, there's a lot more to this than just pulling off a couple body pins and accessing everything. The price point's probably not very beginner friendly either. I do think it's a fair price point, to be honest, for the amount of truck that you get. But like I said, I wouldn't recommend it for a beginner. But anybody else who has any experience with RC, get one of these. You won't regret it. Alright guys, this is Huml from Huml's Hobbies, checking out, and I'll see you next time.